So you're prepping for your first track day. First off, congratulations. And quick disclaimer, nowhere near am I a professional. I only track my car once every couple months, so don't look at me like the most credible source. So how should you prep? One of the most important things to check are your tires. Make sure you have good tread left, unless you have like slicks. I would say at least 50% is safe enough. Please don't do all seasons. You won't really grip up that well. 200, 300 tread wear, I guess. Along with the occasional track days, I daily this car more than anything. So I needed a tire that was halfway between the two. So I went with Falken RT 615K Pluses. One thing that's super important is your fluids. If this is your first track day, I'm assuming you haven't gotten your brakes bled, your coolant flushed. If your oil hasn't been flushed within the last couple weeks, I would switch that out. It would be safest to do your oil change within the week of your track day, but honestly, I've gotten away with changing my oil like 2 weeks before, or maybe even 3 weeks. If you haven't flushed your coolant before, make sure you get that flushed so you have some clean coolant. And brake fluid, this is probably one of the more important ones. You don't want to experience brake fade or anything, so do some research, see what the best track brake fluid for your car is. You might not think it's that important, but washer fluid, at least have a little. There could be mud or dirt. I've gotten dirt kicked up on my windshield before. It is super important to make sure everything is torqued down. Even before your first lap, retorque all your lugs. Make sure nothing's hanging from the car. You also want to have sufficient brakes. So right now I have some ceramic pads from EBC. Make sure your taillights work. People need to know when you're braking. And it's highly recommended, but not always required. Get a tow hook. This one's easily removable, so I take it off when I'm not at the track. And the most important thing, a bucket seat. I'm just kidding, you don't need that. These are just the bare minimum things for your first track day. There's a lot more you gotta do the further you get into it. But as you go to more events, you'll learn what you need, what you want, what you need to improve on. But overall, just be safe, have fun, and just be ready to learn a lot.